Alright, I think I worked up the courage. Hello, good day. How are you guys doing? It's nice to meet you all. What's up, B? So, this grind is something. I found a little more away because I'm paranoid about it. This grind is a pain. It's a big pain in the booty hole. Or as I like to say it, why the hell am I doing it? Or color. Love that. Ruby dooby like that. Oh my god. So, okay. The thing I need involves farming the trash mobs in this little tiny area. But the thing is, everybody wants the thing. And this dungeon only has like a few trash mobs. So, everybody who wants it is just stuck trying to farm the same 5 or 6 items. Like you'll see groups of people just going around the entire dungeon. Like if you look on the map, like up here, there's very little space to actually farm things, right? There's like maybe 2 or 3 little extra groupings of monsters like these where it's like free and free. And I may or may not have slightly claimed this little hallway for myself in the last 5 hours or so that I've been grinding this place. Not 5 hours. Yeah, 5 hours. Fuck. I'm doing fine. I'm doing okay. I'm vibing. I'm just wanting this grind to be over with. Luckily, this is the absolute worst part of the whole thing. Hang on, I need to turn the music down. Shit. There we go. Ruby dooby like that. There we are. Hello. You couldn't hear me before, but you can hear me now. Oh dear. I don't know how much of my explanation you heard, that there's very little like trash mobs in this area, but everybody wants the thing that they drop. So everybody just ends up killing and like stepping on each other's toes. Yeah. I'm good, how about you? You hear everything. Oh no. Ruby ears. Ruby dooby. Like that. People will genuinely run this pathway over here and through here over and over for many hours a day until they actually get the drop. To be like that. Yes. I like this game so much. I did have someone be annoyed at me. I was doing this regular, the exact thing I've been doing here for the last 5 hours. Just killing things as they come. And people started tagging like that, and someone tagged it. And then they messaged me like, you need to go. And I'm like, no, I was here before you. They're like, well, now you need to leave. And I was like, no, you. And then they blocked me. I walk a wall. Why is he invisible? They dropped the thing I need? Oh no, don't start the Lidl versus Aldi thing again. That's literally why there are 2 shops. They literally could not get along. I think I prefer Lidl to Aldi myself. but Aldi is the closest one to me. That's where my family shops. Lidl is a bit further away. Have this, I could... It's not what I need. Need a thing called the Order Edged Gallery Rail. Which just sound like a bunch of words. Tried to operate in Finland, but they bullied them out. Yikes. Aldi does offer a smaller range of products. However, I feel they're a bit different quality. I wouldn't say superior or less, they're just different. Don't claim dominance. Get rid of... Throw the things without any value. Okay. How are you guys all doing today? I find it really hard to believe that you guys are coming out to like hang out, regardless of anything I'm playing. Like, you know, when people, when streamers and stuff, have their own, like, game they play, and they cannot find a way to branch out of that game, and if they try to branch out, they lose all viewership. Like, so they fear leaving the game, even though it may or may not be a dying game. Somehow like that, if we continue doing if I continue doing what I'm doing, I have a feeling I'm never gonna actually have a problem like that. Yeah, I hope you guys care about the streamer more. I mean, who else would take your incessant bullying? This is my podcast, and the game is nothing but a background to it, I guess. I'm just here. Yeah. Well, if I can make this grind fun, then, yeah. I'll be performing a miracle. Oh, you killed the fucking snake! You deserve to go down the pit! You killed the fucking snake! How dare you! I can't help enjoying games. I wish I could stop enjoying games. I could actually become a productive person in society, but I just literally can't. I have to pick up everything, otherwise I will have a feeling like I'm missing the thing I'm looking for. These guys are bound to spawn in a bit. Oh. Rock's a drying pan. Like that kill. I think someone killed the civilian. Guess I'll just have to make do with skeletons. Skeever. I think he just killed them all. Might just have to settle for these three. Okay, we're stepping out of area. Not being. Right, so this is gonna be most of the game today, unless we get the thing that I'm actually gonna get around to scrying and seeing about everything else. Gauntlets are broken. Nice. Why can't my stuff just stay unbroken forever? I guess you'll know when I get something I need. Oh, I just got it. Never mind. I can get out of this hellhole. It's been almost 6 hours. I'm out of here. Toodles. Not toodles to you guys, but toodles to this shithole. Oh, hang on. Peachy! Hi, Peachy! I need to turn the music down a little bit. There we go. It shouldn't be overpowering me anymore. I should be the loudest thing you hear. Okay, so I got the thing I wanted. I'm happy. The hellish grind. The rest of it should be pretty much easier. That Mike? Yes. Mike and Mike's friend? Mike 2.0? Glitch in the Matrix? I'm okay, Peachy. A little achy, a little too warm, a little too cold at the same time. A little crunchy. But I'm good. Oh, Peachy. Oh my god. I hate Daggerfall. This city overall, it just feels much laggier. It looks really nice, but it feels very laggy. Either way, let's scry. I could scry this. Let's scry this one. This one's got the best time. I didn't explain anything. Okay. Puzzles. Puzzles, puzzles, puzzles. Do it like this. Kinda useless one, huh? Dilation just ain't good. Yes, and if I can make the... this and like this. Alright, that's this crying part done. Let's go over the wonders of archaeology. The wonders of archaeology. I'll repeat it again. The wonders of archaeology. Yes. God. Exactly. Archaeology. Now I'll get onto my trusty wolf and go zoom across the city. Faster than most scrubs. Are they just fighting? I guess they're just fighting. Get me out of this hellhole. Let me out. Let me out. And it's gonna dismount me. Oh, it didn't. What the hell? It usually dismounts you when you leave Daggerfall. Get me out of here. Archaeology. Archaeology. That's the wrong thing. That's not archaeology. Let's see where it's pointing. Oh, it's pointing there. Okay. I was just brought some food. Gonna do some archaeology and eat. Archaeology and snack. Alright, so this is archaeology. Archaeology, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. Nah, 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 nah. Archaeology gun. Sparkles like you. Yeah, who is the other doggo with Mikey? No, wait. I broke my archaeological find. So I was right by saying it's a glitch in the Matrix. Oh, look at that. I broke it again. I need to focus. Right, focus, Kaden. I need to stop breaking my archaeology. Fuck you! Fuck you! Where is the archaeology? Where is it? I am not but an imp, looking for archaeological findings. Ugh, blow drying hair. Ugh, hair. Imagine having hair. Imagine how vain you have to be to have hair. Okay, I'll try to not break the archaeology this time. It's gonna be more difficult. I imagine it's somewhere around here. It's somewhere around here. Oh, it's this way. I'm gonna run out of time. Nighttime now, in-game. Yeah. I swear I'm usually better at this. Archaeology. Next one's gonna. There we go. I did it. I did the archaeology successfully. May you be proud, I did the archaeology. The archaeology was done. Was it? Was it successful? Yes, it was. This is what I got from the archaeology. Yes. Next archaeology thing. Let's just do the Band of Water again. I've already done it, but... no. This way. Magic aided archaeology. Magic aided archaeology. Done archaeology in this house. My brain's not working right now. I have food to eat. Please get this. Oh. Think I just probably visited a merchant when I was down in. Well. However, I need to hydrate. Imagine needing to hydrate. Here's a reminder, people. Water is good for you. Water is possibly the best thing you can give to your body when it doesn't have enough. Drinking enough water helps you lose excess weight. Drinking a lot of water helps you gain weight that you might be lacking. Drinking water is good. Don't drink too much though. If you drink too much, you're just gonna feel sick. I And also, within possibility, try to drink water from, like, good sources. Filter your tap water. Unless you live, like, in a place which has really good tap water. In that case, you're pretty much set. If you live in a place with shitty tap water, you might just have to buy it bottled. Of course, within means. If there's no choice, just drink tap water. You're already paying for it anyway. But a water filter is always a good investment. It might excite. Archaeology. I'm just preaching the goodness of water. Is now dry. Oh, how cinema. Oh, now I feel. No, I'm good too. I was preaching the good. I just hydrated all on my own. And started preaching about how good water is for you. I'm good. Very good. Kill bear. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Right, this is what I've been grinding for. I'm very good. Wait, you think? Oh damn. I'm so sorry, I never knew until now. Bam. The wonders of archaeology. I love me some archaeology. Oh, hello. Hello, Silky Sir. I snatched this without fighting. Nope. I snatched it before fighting. Gotta count for something. Alright, the dig site is this way. Let's hope I won't have to dig up a grave. I guess there's a very thin line between archaeology and grave robbing. Pretty big dig site area. There we go. Yes, archaeology. Hope they will haunt you. I ended up not having to dig up a grave, so that's nice. Coco Peachy. What's Coco Peachy? Peachy! You put the CH on the wrong area. Alright, what's the next one? What's the next antiquity I need? Go to the Reach. The Reach is gonna be useful. My excavation increased to 8. Jump the grave. Fuck yeah. Still chasing me, the stupids. Are they really gonna keep me out of the encampment? They're really gonna keep me out of here, huh? I think they're having a party. Way Shrine isn't even inside. Archaeology. What is it? Over there. Oh no. Colored vapes. Big new trend. We're doing archaeology. No, I'm just gonna rename the stream to that. R-K-O-O-G. There we go. Look at that, there's also a storm here. I renamed my stream to Archaeology Grind. Nobody needs to know that I'm a Magden. They can figure it out. I always found archaeology super interesting. I was good at history as well. No, don't tell me I just missed it. No, I didn't. Hello. This is the boss of the Harrow Storm. I didn't miss shit. Ooh. Oh. I used to want to be a vet. In a city. Specifically in a city. Not so much a vet for horses, but more so a vet for the small cuddly animals. Go to Night Hollow Keep. And in the Night Hollow Keep, I might have to wait a very long time. That said, the server's not at peak times yet, so I don't know. Come back, Wolfie. Yeah, I relate to that one, Rocco. Being a dentist sounds depressing. People are just scared of you. That said, I did have a really good dentist when I was a kid, so I can't really complain. Honestly, Ari? Yeah. My therapist would always say that trying is the best thing I can do. And I would like to continue echoing that forward, you know? Because most days, trying is absolutely all you can do. And nobody should have to beat themselves up over trying. They do make a lot of money. Everybody has teeth. You know? Everybody starts with a set of teeth. Rather, everybody spawns capable of tooth growth. I think I hit the movement speed cap. It? It is! It's here! Q. Look at that! Not in this area. I didn't have to wait! Allegedly it's got like a half an hour respawn time. Something equally ridiculous. Just warned me that it's got a very long respawn time. Right, that's another one done. I wanted to be a vet, but then I found out I'm not good enough to be a vet, so I gave up trying to become a vet. Because I was told I'm not smart enough. That's about it. If, for example, if it was my peers who told me I was too stupid to be a vet, I wouldn't have listened, but it was teachers. I remember a teacher telling me I'm not smart enough to become a vet. That was crushing enough to dissuade me from pursuing that career. How do I get up there? Get up, walk up here? Oh, I can. Look at that. Oh, there's a void anomaly. You can go zoop over to it. Could never say that to a student, but then again, it was in the same school that a PE teacher singled me out, excluded me from playing with the rest of the class, and made me stand and hit a ball against the wall. For the entire hour of PE. The same school. I don't think I would have what it takes to become a vet. Like, well and truly. It's a more demanding field than, like... You're expected to do a lot better than if you were to become a human doctor. I think they were a power trip kind of teacher. Wasn't happy in her own life, so... Take it out on the kids. Oh well. After I came to England, though, things have been easier. Teachers have been nicer. Teachers didn't like me, but they were nicer. I don't... Additionally to that, I don't think I'd be capable of standing long enough to be a vet. That's a whole different thing. I just don't have the legs. I think it'd be a pretty fun teacher, Ari. Would occasionally slip the F word, fuck, into your vocabulary. I think you'd do fine. And you definitely have the work ethic to be a teacher. And the attitude. Like, you would not be one of those teachers who have had a shitty time, so they're gonna make another cohort of kids have a shitty time. You're probably gone above those rocks. This. Archaeology! Cool, that's all I need. See, I'm usually much better. Ooh, it's etched with a skull, therefore it's good. That, Ari, and I think you're very righteous in the way you try to handle yourself. So much so that I believe if a kid in your class was getting bullied by other kids in your class, you would take a stand and you would be like, hey, stop that or I will kick you out of my class. Pursue other consequences for the bullies. I somehow refuse to believe you wouldn't. Maybe that's just me projecting. I just have a feeling you wouldn't stand for any of that bullshit. Archaeology. Been trying to eat for the last half hour. And take a big mouthful of food as I research what's the next part of my archaeology. That was a really delicious mouthful. I'm happy I got that right. If I was to become a teacher, I'd try to do what teachers did for me at the end of my school. I would try to, if I had a classroom available, I'd probably choose to spend all my break times in the classroom. Just so that it can be open for the kids. Who are troubled, who are scared to go outside, who are not happy. Because the one thing I needed in school was somewhere to hide at break times. Honestly, break times were the worst part about my school. Usually school kids are like, what's your favorite subject? Break? Yeah. Me? Yeah, I would absolutely want to be a safe haven for people. Not even for children, just for people. And maybe be all about preaching mental health and definitely all about using the kids' preferred pronoun. I didn't used to like the time school was over, because often the other kids would be following me outside and they'd be like, oh, let's follow her. Let's follow her and find out where she lives so we can kill her over the weekend. All that horrible shit. So I weren't really into. Yeah, I was inner city. Hell, Ari, if you knew the kind of shit that happens legitimately less than 5 minutes walk away from where I live, you would be like, what the fuck? I thought that was only in movies and stuff. I don't want to say what was happening. I had a fear of doxing myself on stream. I'd be happy to share a news story with you in private. I'm looking for treasure chests in this area. Treasure chests that are locked. Might as well pick everything up along the way. It was one of the worst schools. It was in an inner city area. On top of that, the inner city area was once stricken by poverty. And on top of that, it was a council housing area. It was like 3 compounding issues. Just making for a shitty experience for basically everybody. I'll stretch right now! Stretch! Oh fuck, my back clicked. It's good. Let's hope I get lucky with the treasure chests, cause could be a long grind. Okay. That's an invisible wall. If I go around picking everything up though, that's gonna make the grind like 4 times longer. I should just be picky about what I pick up. Oh wait, I have a thing. Treasure chest. That shows me possible treasure chest locations in my area. If I just travel to enough of them, I should be able to find some treasure chests. A picky picker. I already have all the achievements from picking stuff. Chest isn't here. About that chest. As before, everybody wants this item. So everybody's going around picking up chests in this area. This is the only way to get the archaeology. Be picking up about it. Usually like a chest along here. So I just run down here. Well, chest here either. It looks like there might be a chest on here. Nope. Just pick up the runes. Runes always sell for a lot. I have to go to a relatively unexplored area, I think. Well. Well. Archaeology. This is gonna be a great archaeological finding if I ever find it. It would make sense if there was a thing here. I think Brocco's just doing Brocco stuff. Maybe Brocco fell asleep. Who knows? Brocco burritoed and overheated. The chest over there. Oh wow, it's a lot of spiders. Yeah, I can also imagine Brocco doing that. Falling the heck asleep. Delve, I don't feel like going to. That? Nope, that was not. Ooh. Want this shit. So many people rolling through here. Yet nobody's picking up the good resources. Maybe if more resource nodes were picked up. Yeah, maybe if more resource nodes were picked up, there'd be more chests spawning. Like, look, it's a node upon a node. Nobody's picking them up. Everybody's just running around looking for chests. That's a win-win to me. Yes, I might find a chest and I might find a resource node. That said, at this particular moment, go to my house. And probably do dailies as well. Good shout. God, I fucked up. Hmm. That's true. Oh, welcome back, Broccolo, and goodbye, Broccolo. Yeah. I moved too fast for this, for my computer to load everything in. I guess Broccolo was under the rock. Feels good. Bye. Fifths. Lot better. You could paint yourself as a rock, but you could be one of those beautiful rocks, like the ones that hold amethysts and stuff. I think they're called geodes. You could literally be a geode! Wouldn't that be fun? People would crack you open and then sell you for high values. Okay, never mind. That now sounds grim. Wow, they're full. Okay. Yes. Find this platinum dust. Bunch of zircon. Didn't get any gold. Of course we didn't get any gold. No, artificial scarcity and all that. Trivia time. What a trivia time know about? What trivia time do you want? That's hard. hard. How dare you? Back in the medieval times, when people still lived in small villages, nobody had a last name. However, when people started mingling around and settlements started becoming bigger, people would often assume their last name based upon their profession. Which is why in the modern times right now we have so many smiths in Anglo-speaking countries, as well as non-Anglo-speaking countries. It was just a popular profession. Good morning. Happy first day. Good. Was that trivia enough? Chromium grain. Yeah. That's the reason. Surveys. Oh no, Peachy. It's a really big walk. If I did a walk like that, I'd be hurting for weeks. Not a week, maybe like 4 days. Damn. That's the kind of pain that never goes away. Deposit this. Okay. Refresher still counts. You good, game guy? All good? Yeah, it's really hot. Even hot here. I have the fan going. Actually, I think I can hear the fan. Hang on. Why did none of you tell me you can hear the fan when it turns? Like tickling the microphone. That's good. I turned it away a bit more now. Walks are a good way to reset the mind. But, walks are also kind of painful on the legs. And if you have whatever the hell I have, if you hurt something, if you use your legs and they start hurting, They will hurt for the next few days. Water. I can tell you what I'm having for dinner. I'm still eating. I'm having to do speech to text, so it'll bleep out my fucks. Yeah, I find that really amusing. Veggie nuggies! I'm gonna take another really big bite. I'm gonna be quiet again. However, there's the Clothier survey. Lush Ancestor Silk. Do I have it equipped? Master Gatherer. So if I open this Furrier's trap, do you think I'm gonna find Chris? Okay. I finished my food an hour and 20 minutes into the stream. Alright, let's see if we can find Chris. No, just scraps. I had some potatoes. Some herbs on top. I had 2 eggs. Sunny side up. And what else did I have? Black pudding. I'm gonna use that word. I'm not gonna give you the lip smacking and the swallowing. I am absolutely not. They are noises that really annoy me and I find gross even when I'm producing them. Physically, you're 27. But behaviorally, I don't even know. Oh, fuck you. An oldler. I'll pick everything up on the way. I'm not having much luck in finding chests around this area. Oh! Oh, piss off, please. Please. That's not what I need. I need a gold one of these, please. But I found a chest, and that means they exist. Babe, be careful because Twitch streaming uses up a lot of data. I don't know how much you have. Okay, fuck him then. No, I'm always concerned. In many meanings of the term. Here it's kind of cloudy, but very sunny at the same time. That makes sense. It's overcast, but the sun peeks out very often. And it's hellishly warm. I've taken to sort of wetting a paper towel, letting that go cold over the fan, putting it on my forehead. What are you moitering about, babe? I hate when it's overcast and hot. It feels like there's a storm coming, and I just wish for the relief. Ooh. The purple drink recipe. I wonder if anyone knows that. Doubt it. Oh, piss off. He's literally on break, Broccolo. Oh, I love making artificial sweat. Wetting my face and letting the temperature... How else would you call it if not artificial sweat? Uh-oh. Not ideal. we're 2 chests dry. Of degree. Time. Nice. Look how little people pick up nodes in this area. No, I want good internet, otherwise I can't stream. A farm is not a 24/7 type of. Hell, I can't even work in any manual labor. How would you expect me to do farm shit? I would literally not be able to bend down. Yeah, but I imagine it's very similar in terms of the farther away from civilization you are, the worse internet it is. And to live on a farm, you genuinely don't get the benefit of having good internet. Hello! What up? Up. Hello. Hi. That's a good idea, Broccolo. No more tired toddler. I was looking for the glowing chest. Especially in the Den of the Lion. Dandelion, if you so desire. Alright, chest number 3. Is chest number 3 gonna be the one? Nope, it's not. It's really hard. Head north. There's like this little lip up north. I'm curious about. I don't imagine a lot of people are gonna go there. can't believe they got aggro at me. I can't go to Rivenspire because I need the chests from Bankurai. No other way to pass the Northern Bankurai. Fuck off, I'm not interested in the story yet. Pause your war until I'm ready. The first relatable politician. First politician who understands the plight of it all. I'm gonna let you guys carry my stream, cause holy shit. A chest. Shiny, shiny chest. I'm trying to get the lead. I'm in Bankurai. Trying to get the lead for yeah. For the Ring of the Pale Order. Yeah, I've already got the one from the Reach. I got the one from the grinding spot. The shitty one. So I think this is gonna be like the last difficult one. The last time consuming one. At least that's what it feels like. Yeah, I did get that one. Daggerfall. Got 2 pieces of it left. Yeah. That one's from the Reach, that one's from the Badman's Hollow. I'm working on one of these. I have to do the one in Bankurai from the chests, the one from the Delve boss in the Alikir Desert, and the one from Roughgar bosses. The Roughgar bosses one's gonna be easy because everybody's always running Roughgar bosses. Yeah, I usually like starting from the difficult one, so. Yeah, I'm gonna exactly do a daily at the same time. Maybe get a piece of Briarheart to sell for like 50. That was chest number 6, I think. My lips are very dry. Trying to quickly apply wonderful vanilla stuff. Basically some of the only chapstick / lip balm that doesn't make my lips drier than before using it. And it comes in a little cat-shaped container. Never. How tired do you think you're gonna be after work today? Number 7's a dud. Babe, I spent 5 hours at Badman's Hollow. I'm just wondering. Honestly, I wasn't looking for like any game time or anything. I was just wondering. Mainly so I know if I can join a voice chat if you're in it, or will or if I'll have to put you to bed the same way as yesterday. Because if I have to put you to bed the same way as yesterday, then I'll just not join any chats. 3 hours for the Pale Order is really short, considering it took me 5 to get the piece from the Badman's Hollow in the first place. I still can't believe that guy fucking tried to attack me and I used no you and then he fucking blocked me. Like, bro, how sensitive. Oh, that rock just appeared in front of me. Yeah, the thing is, I didn't initiate that other guy. Right? He just straight up triggered him, like, himself. Like, instead of saying, oh, can you move over or something? Because if they asked me nicer, I would have been like, yeah, sure, I'll move to the other side or something. Or we'll see about doing it halfway or something. But it's the fact he just straight up told me, move. No? That's all I can say. Alright, good luck at babe. Good luck at work, babe. Good luck at babe. Good luck at babe work. Damn. Yeah, I'm just wondering if he's AFK or long you got left? Seal it bang. Da 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 da. New kitchen done. Bang bang bang. No. He's like, hey. I'm busy. What do you mean no more trivia time? No more trivia time. Is it 'cause I enjoy it so much? Oh. Did I not? Let me check. No limits. I've set absolutely no limits on it. Do you have enough points? I don't have enough points. That's cheap. Part of me thinks odd. It must be a glitch on like Twitch. There we are. Squirrels? Squirrels are a type of scatter hoarder. Which means that when they bury their nuts and their fruit, everything for the winter, they will often actually forget where they buried it, which will help pollination of those nuts, namely the trees those nuts come from, and the like. So a squirrel will not have a single stash of food, but several tens of them. That's it. Well, you know, most of my trivia is very surface level stuff. I genuinely know very little else about school. Oh, the chest just appeared in front of me. That's nice. "13 chests without it. I doubt I'll finish the ring today, but at least it's a nice grind on stream. In which case I'll be finishing the ring tomorrow off stream. This is mostly my off-stream game. I started kind of separating on-stream games from off-stream games. Fuck off, I don't want to fight. I don't even know what to talk about right now. Really not much I can talk about. Last thing I'd want to do is like borderline dox myself, you know? Because sure, I'd like to really speak about events that have transpired around my area. But I don't want that kind of security risks around me. Especially since I have like no numbers to defend myself with. Yeah, it's the only thing that's about on my mind right now. Mainly because it's so horrific that I can't push it off my mind. And I don't really know if I can really speak about anything else at the moment. I need to speak about something, you know? Gotta speak about something on a stream. I mean, that's pretty normal around here as well. There's one of my neighbors who will, even during this heat wave, wear a winter coat outside because it's slightly windy, but let her children go barefoot. I don't want to judge anyone, right? But when you see a drug den, you just know it's a drug den. And when you see like 6 kids in that drug den, it's sad. And the saddest part is there's many houses like this in just this local area. I guess I'll just swim across. I wouldn't even say parents' addiction. More like, is the parents' means of getting money to support. Kids are none the wiser. I doubt either of them actually. They definitely deal. Exactly. I don't know, man. There's a lot of really shitty parents in this. There's also a lot of really good parents in this world. On top of that, nobody really asks to be born. Everybody kind of exists without their consent, you know? Yeah, you don't choose your family. But at least when you're older, you have a choice to not have anything to do with that family. You have a choice to just be like, no, I don't want this. It is pre-birth lottery. Exactly what it is. Not like it, it's just what it is. You win the lottery and have really accepting parents, and you're not gonna fear for your life when you happen to come out as anything on the LGBT spectrum. Whereas, for example, you end up with good parents, not exactly good people, still gonna be scared. That's just the kind of stuff I like to think about too. Not even looking at like the most extreme example of drug abusing parents. Just an everyday example of coming out as somewhere on the LGBT category. It's a huge deal. Master. If this doesn't have the lead that I'm looking for. God damn it. Is that a mag sorcerer? That's rare. Wow, someone unlocked it and left scraps. Yep. Fuck people like that. Oh, it's quite... I understand that. Goes to show as little by little we're trying to become a more accepting society. As young people growing up with the realities of the past, I find that most of us are absolutely disgusted by it. Disgusted by them. Racism and xenophobia run deep. However, they're not end-all be-all. They might be, but maybe they're just different hiding it, or maybe you're just... The thing with predominantly white countries not really having the scope of racism because it's not something that's really happened there. So it's not something that's taught, and it's not something that's ingrained in the culture of the country. As much as it is in those melting pot countries. The US, the UK. Overall like that. There's a complete different awareness to it. Because... Whereas if you walk out on the street in the Netherlands, you're not very likely to see a deeper skinned person. However, if you walk out into the street in a city in the UK, it's a very multicultural melting pot of people. And as someone who's experienced both the absolute lack of multiculturalism, followed by being thrust into a completely multicultural society, the difference between the approaches towards a person with a deeper skin tone between Poland and England are so stark that I don't think I could even find a point of comparison between them. I'm just lucky that we came here when I was young enough to not have the Polish values regarding skin color and everything ingrained into me. I'm lucky enough to have the English multicultural values ingrained into me. I love the acceptance and the understanding of it all. Yeah, Amsterdam's a melting pot. In Poland, where I lived, the only time you'd ever see a deeper skinned person would be if they were, for example, there on holiday. It was really rare back in the day. Probably more common now. I had to just check if I wasn't being summoned for something. No, Ari, I was having a really shit day today. I think you could really tell by my tone. I'm not as upbeat as I would normally be. I'm still having fun. It's a good kind of discussion we're having. It's fine if you did, though. It would be fine. I don't handle the heat well. So much so that I actually kind of dread it instead. Did something bad happen at work, or was it just regular work being... I need to actually read about... operate. Love that. Love when managers at work significantly harder to do your job, while also expecting you to do the job to a higher degree of accuracy, while they sit there and make it even more difficult. I don't know if they think they're helping or letting themselves have a little ego trip. If something can't be done, it can't be done. Yeah, they don't make money, but like having a working system is paramount to you being able to produce. A job supplier's job is to provide a means of work to those who work under them. Right? And without the means of work, they are not doing their job. And then they have the absolute goal to take their frustration out on those people whose job they're making more difficult to do, because they're not doing it fast enough. What? Counterproductive from the top down. They are not facilitating the right conditions for you to do your job. It's Broccolo. I don't even know how many chests it's been. Hey, veggie nuggies. Right now, I'm like a straight man in a club, looking to get some chest. There was a chicken specific fast food place in Worcester when I lived there. It was called Jack's. And their chicken was like subpar. However, their veggie burger was fantastic. It was like made of beans and stuff. So good. It didn't fall apart like the chicken. And it had a really good flavor to it. It wasn't like overly spicy or overly salty or anything. It was just good. And it legitimately tasted like beans. I really, really liked it. It was slightly more expensive and sometimes they didn't have it. But whenever they had it, I would get it. Their chips were also really good. They were like triple fried, I think. Jesus. I'm not really having luck with the chests, am I? I'm actually finding chests now, but not really finding the drops and no point me going down there if there's no chest. Doesn't look to be. Honestly, people don't really need to be a vegetarian. The way I see it. Any non-meat meal you have is good. You don't have to be like fully vegetarian to support the values. You know? Even if you have one meal a week that's vegetarian, that's still a big progress, right? That's still not eating meat for that one day. But I don't see why eating vegetarian stuff should be gatekept. I have been told before, if you're not gonna do the full thing, why even bother going? Why even bother buying vegetarian stuff? Like, even if 6 of your 7 meals are meat, that one meal that's not meat is still pretty good. Chicken nuggets are very mushy, find them. Like, it's not a natural state of chicken to be mushy, whereas it's natural states of beans to be mushy. And if I have nuggets made out of beans, then they feel more natural and less abhorrent. Yeah, any reduction of meat consumption helps. Any. So why do some of the hardcore vegetarians really try to gatekeep it, that if you're not 100%, then might as well be scum? Archaeology. I mean, animal husbandry has always been a thing. But in the past, it's always been about using the cow for its milk. And when it stops producing, then you slay it for meat. Whereas now, its cows are born mostly to be beef cattle. I wouldn't say it's even not trying. With Liam, we're gonna try to eat less meat. But it's not gonna be like, we're never gonna eat meat ever again. That feels kind of reductive to, like, try? That sounds really bad. But trying to go fully vegetarian, I know we would both fail. Buddy, touch my chest. But if we can have like 1 or 2 or 3 meals a week where we're eating vegetarian, that's a lot of progress if you ask me. Whereas if we tried to eat only vegetarian, we would both burn out and probably end up in a situation where we both just want to eat meat all the time. I'm getting some really weird frame drops while I'm streaming, so that lockpicks are actually kind of difficult to do. Who knows, maybe someday we'll turn around and be like, hey babe, we haven't actually eaten meat in like 3 weeks. Just continue this? That's not gonna come, like, from something conscious, I think. I don't think it's gonna come from some place of consciousness and actually actively trying to do that. We might just, with time, start reaching for more vegetarian options until it actually becomes natural to pick the vegetarian options. Or not. Whatever we do is gonna be good. I know, I just need to learn to cook more vegetarian. Because being from Poland, in Poland there's a really big reliance on meat. Meat and potatoes. So tired of potatoes, Broccolo. Love pasta. Hate quinoa. Quinoa makes me sick. The texture of it feels like I'm chewing bones. Don't like the taste of hummus. Like chickpeas. I don't like most of the healthy food options. So it's gonna be a challenge to find some food that I actually like. That's also healthy and vegetarian. I have to find those, like, I'm gonna have to experiment with some vegetables. Because there are things in this, like, world that I've not even tried. I've never had asparagus. I've never had... you can think of a vegetable that's somewhat popular. Chances are about 80% of the time, I've never had it. Floating! Floating rubidite! How do I take a picture of it to show it's floating? Oat milk's pretty great. I found it's like the plant milk that tastes the most like real milk. That said, I think I forgot what real milk tastes like. Because I had to try a bit of it today. Because my mom's sense of taste was off or something. She was eating something and then we poured her milk into her coffee. And she was, and it like coagulated. And she was wondering if the milk's gone bad. And she tried to taste it and she said, oh, it tastes sour. Thought I had to taste it. I spat it out, so I wouldn't have the tummy ache. But oh my god, I love the taste of milk so much. So sweet. In comparison to oat milk, it was so fucking sweet. Miss it. It does have that oaty flavor at the end where it feels like you're just eating a bowl of oatmeal. That I'm not a fan of. But it's thick and like it's good. It's got the fuck. It's got the consistency of milk. I think my main issue comes with me liking it so much but not being able to have it makes me like it more and desire it more. I could demolish a veggie jalfrezi right now. Lactose-free milk is disappointing, overall. Just sweeter and not very good milk. They don't have to use the good milk to make lactose-free milk. I'm really not having good luck with these chests, am I? At least I've got the Ring of the Wild Hunt that makes me run so much faster. If I wasn't wearing the ring, actually I can't show you what it would be like. I have to get out of combat first. Why do people leave half-looted chests? Alright, so without the ring, we'd be running at this speed all the time. With the ring, we get to run at this speed. How immersed do you get in story games? And have you ever played a Dragon Age game? How much more boosted XP do I? 0.6 mil. I started today with 4.6 mil. So I spent... Oh, I got over 3 million experience from just trying to grind out this ring. He just tried to snipe me. Oh my god, it's done. I got it. I can now continue archaeology. Archaeology. You should look to try joining servers. For those games specifically. I mean, I've had luck with my SMP. No longer do I have to search for chests. Whatever I can say, Ari, just don't start playing Elder Scrolls Online. It's a huge time and money investment. The game doesn't suck, the game's fun. The time and the money investments. I'm in too deep. In most cases, finding a server is as simple. Finding a server you enjoy is as simple as looking on Minecraft Planet or something. Finding something you like. Sometimes, I mean. I was lucky enough to find the SMP I play on through the virtue of joining Corpse Twitter and creating a server with a bunch of friends, where suddenly we decided, hey, it'd be really fun to play Minecraft together, and that we just did. And suddenly, it's been 4 months. I'm not saying you have to have a Twitter. I'm just telling you how I managed to find my little group. For the SMP. Right, what's the next place? Go to the desert. While I've been under the weather, but that's alright. Feeling better. This is gonna get me some motherfucking treasure. I remember as a kid, I was chilling. Castle Wars grind. You all know the feeling. Relax when all of a sudden there's a fucking ice attack. God damn. God. All done. Sandblown. Fucked again. Need to kill that boss several times. need. I have a message. Oh shit, I sold my robe of necro. Let's just go straight to killing the Delve boss, because I've already done this Delve. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to kill the Delve boss several times. Major expedition. Big wings. Shut up, Broccolo. You are the ruined youth. Oh no, you said those 3 letters. I will now block you. And oh. I just need to farm this boss now. Oh, I don't have to farm this boss. I just got what I needed. Alright, what trivia do you want about the youth? Youth of when, though? You know that about 60% of people younger than us, about 60% of people, youth, were asked what job do they see themselves do? Often answered internet influencer slash YouTuber slash Instagram model slash anything of that ilk. Try. Bloody youth back in my fires and tinder boxes and fridge. Hey, Reliant, how you doing? Good. I hope you're gonna do better soon. Failed this. Start again? I can, look at that. Lessons on this big boy. I had a feeling you were being rude, Ari, but I just didn't want to assume. Oh? I didn't fail that one. Haven't ever could. Bet they never stood in front of yew trees for 90 hours trying to figure them out. Also, I don't know if that was okay enough trivia, Broccolos. Let me know. If it's not, then I'll just unless you want to give me something else to give you trivia about, because I don't know anything about youth. I'm not a youth. Old people. As it stands right now, Japan has the largest old population of the world, or one of the largest. Most of them fall under the category of non-mobile elderly, and as such often end up living in these backwater towns with very little access to people and very little access. Oh, they have children, but those children have moved away to big cities. Their children and grandchildren. Yeah. Think about Japanese elderly, is they're often relatively in shape. And really well taken care of. People in their... Yeah, exactly. That's a much nicer way to say what I've been trying to say. There's a culture of people getting married and living with the husband's parents. because it's the son's job as a son to take care of his elderly parents. Once they're elderly. Dig site. I'm too focused on talking to actually do the dig sites. Or it could have. Oh, it was like there. Overall, there's a big problem in Japan with affection and sexuality. Don't get affectionate and don't get sexual. Don't. Once, even in cases of couples who have babies, even in cases of couples who end up having children, couples don't really get intimate with each other as much as they could. There's more emphasis on external stimuli rather than those in your home. Such as sew plans and that stuff. Well as, especially in the older population, the people in their 30s, 40s, the rates of partners cheating on each other in the relationship so much more out there. And a lot of things that would be considered cheating by Western standards are seen as potentially just services that one can receive. We're speaking about, I guess, the repressed sexuality. Japanese culture. how on one hand the sexuality is super repressed. Like, well, what Broccoli was trying to say, on one hand sexuality is incredibly repressed, where on the other complete opposite hand, people do let themselves become unhinged. With various strange paraphilias. Yeah. Where's the last one? The last one was in Roughgar. So it's not really one issue that's leading to the population decrease in, well, the young population replete. The young population. It's a lot of compounding issues that the country has at its core. For example, the work culture. That's a huge issue there. That's not to say there's not a lot of deviant. I don't think there was that. Yeah, not to mention the general state of the world. Nobody really wants to, people don't want to have children. That's it. That's it. People just don't want to have children. For a long time, I thought I wanted children. Well, it's not that I wanted children. I just thought it'd be nice to keep my options open. Because what if I settle down and want to have children? Exactly, Broccoli. Exactly. Oh, I need to speak to the person I just walked away from. I don't really want to do the daily quest. Nice. I wanted to keep my options open. But in the same breath, I'm happy to say that no child will ever be coming out of my body. I will not grow a child inside my body because it feels unnatural for me. As someone who identifies as a gay man. I hate the quests in this area, they're so confused. As a probably straight woman. Yeah, it's uncomfortable. It's just a generally uncomfortable thing. Right? Besides, as a woman, you already have near to no autonomy and say in your body. As is. What happens to your body is already being decided by a bunch of men. A bunch of old men. In suits somewhere up high. And if you can't go out and you cannot terminate a pregnancy that you know will most likely ruin your life, then why try to claim autonomy? Why try to claim autonomy by doing exactly what those old men in suits want you to do? I'm just gonna abandon this quest. You can hear how slowly my brain is moving. But on top of that, I'm trying to be kind of careful with my words. So that what I say is phrased clearly and succinctly. Because these are sensitive topics. However, there is nothing sensitive about the topic of women should have a say in what happens to their bodies. Which, at this point, they do not. In many, 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 many parts of the world. And it should be no other woman's business what another woman does with her body. On top of that, because there are women who absolutely support the men in the suits. And absolutely believe every single word that comes out of their crusty old lips. Nobody... Hell, fuck. No man should be able to tell another man anything. Nobody should ever decide what happens to someone's fucking body, what they do, what they decide to do, as long as they are not harming anyone else. There should be absolutely no rules for employers to be able to say no to applicants, deny applicants who happen to have a tattoo, for example. I just missed the boss. It's their choice. It's their business. What they do with their bodies. And it's your damn fucking duty as a human in this society, someone of superior standing, to give people who have enough self-respect to decorate their bodies in a very pleasing way, instead of letting you decide what they should have. Employers should have barely any rights. Employees should have all the rights. But that's not how this works, right? I have wanted a lip piercing for the last 12 years of my life. But the only reason I haven't gotten one, and I've been wanting like a neck tattoo or something. Something that's kind of visible and looks really cool and makes my body into a canvas. Makes my body more palatable for me to look at in a mirror. Maybe some decoration that would make it so I don't have an anxiety attack every time I see my reflection. Something I could focus on and be like, oh wow, that's really cool, that was really worth the pain. But you know what? The only reason I haven't gone through any of that was because in this society, if you have any sort of modification to your body, it might as well not be your body. It's the body of whoever decides to perceive those modifications. Because the moment you have something done to you that's visible, you somehow in the society forfeit the right to be treated as a human. As anybody else. Because it's your choice. Yes, it's your choice. But unless the tattoo or something is something absolutely abhorrent, racist, or generally harmful to a group of people, there really shouldn't be... You should not be blamed for a harmless choice done to your body that affects literally nobody else in your life. It just goes to show how much of an inconvenience people are to other people by the sheer value of existence. Why are earrings... I'll give you one better, Broccolo. Why are earrings specifically in the lower earlobes perfectly acceptable, but the moment you have it slightly higher and it has a different shape than what's expected of a cis woman, you're suddenly the scum of the earth. And you have to hide it. Why in school people were allowed to wear earrings on the lobes? On the lower part, the dangly bit, but not through the cartilage. That's a piercing. The same. Why, in a society that says it values individuality, is individuality quashed down and repressed? I'm really happy with my industrial bar. I wish I could take the style of that industrial bar and put it all over my face. I wish I could get snake bites and a little nose stud. Like a nose ring. With a little chain that connects to my industrial piercing. But I know the moment I would wear something like that, the moment I would have something like that done, the perception that people have of me would shift dramatically. So much so that getting a job in an office environment or getting a job in a place otherwise not hidden in the back doing manual labor somewhere is gonna become even less possible, even with my name. Even if I was to change my name legally. This is a huge can of worms topic that I just now figured out I'm really passionate about, so hello. I didn't know I was so passionate about this. Nobody should have to change their name. However, I noticed that when I use a pseudonym to apply for work, I get more calls back than when I use my actual real name. Mind you, using a pseudonym in this country, especially when you identify as a different gender identity than you were assigned at birth, is completely legal. In the UK, you are allowed to consider yourself trans without any medical interference. Oh, the bus is starting. Oh my god, my lag. I'm happy that my generation and onwards has been more open about punks, about goths, about emo. Fuck, my generation was like the first generation of emos. And the style's making a comeback with the newer generation as well. Emo culture is coming back. And I have a feeling that even though I was never allowed to be a part of the emo subculture, I have drawn a lot from it. In terms of, for example, how my characters used to look when I was a teenager. I wasn't allowed to be emo. My brother would make fun of me if I even tried to do anything of that style to myself. You know. Hardly my fault that's something I like, you know. Now I feel too old to be part of the emo culture, but I still like it. Throughout my teenage years, I used to go to this store in my town that would sell a lot of gothic clothing and gothic accessories. And I was never allowed to wear any of those accessories. Okay, that's all I need. Ever. So I eventually stopped buying those accessories. Oh. Because I wasn't allowed to wear them at school. My mother was terrified of anything even remotely gothic. Still is. And I was just there, stuck, parroting my mother's style. Of clothing, of everything. And because of that, now I don't have my own style anymore. All black clothing culture is amazing. My silent little rebellion. The last time I wore a skirt, when I was 15 years. And I wore it to school for the first time. I thought, you know what? Maybe I'll try it out. Maybe I'll try it out. I went into school. I don't know why. For some reason, a few of the guys in my school decided it'd be funny to pull my skirt up. After that day, I have never ever worn a skirt since. I wouldn't be above wearing a skirt. It's not like a piece of clothing would somehow go against my gender identity. Fuck, I'd be happy to rock a dress if I could be comfortable in it. But I just can't. School was hell for me, and I'm going to continue saying that, even if the imposter syndrome in my head is even if the imposter in my head is gonna be like, ah, no, actually it wasn't that bad. But the more I remember of it, the less I believe that voice. It was hellish. Yeah, gaslighting yourself, exactly. And then I ended up living with someone. Like, I keep going back to that story. I went on to live with someone who would constantly feed that voice in my head that it was correct. That nothing was ever as bad. Tried to convince me that no, I did not have trauma. That I'm completely fine. That no, I don't have pain. I don't wear short sleeves most times anymore. I wear short sleeves at home, but when I go outside I hate wearing short sleeves. Up top. I mean, as long as you're comfortable. I say my horror story with the skirt, but I'm not absolutely gonna be like, ugh, people wearing skirts, gross. I hate the skirt. Hate that you're wearing a skirt. Well, I got the ring now. Grind it out across the stream. I understand that, yeah. Fuck, what do I do now? I've got the Ring of the Pale Order. Cannot be healed by anyone but myself. Good job, I can heal myself. This is basically the Ring of Self-Sustain. I had the exact same thing. I still have the exact same thing that I thought that like you're saying of the crop tops, but I've got that with shorts. Where I feel really weird having to shave my legs, for example, because it's what society expects of women. However, it's very against what's my gender identity. So, every time I consider shorts, I have to fight myself over how shaven or unshaven legs. As such, I end up either tiring myself out in a sort of gender dysphoric anxiety attack, or just straight up giving up, well, and just straight up giving up and just wearing sweatpants again. What's the next thing I should grind? I'm sure I've got some antiquities that are gonna expire soon. Live Inspire one. I really hated what my legs did after a the skin would always get bumpy and itchy. I'd always get razor burn no matter what I used. Then I switched to using like waxing, and that was okay, but it was just generally uncomfortable. Just having to be bent over your legs for a prolonged period of time just... And then and thinking about then I tried like hair removal creams. That was kind of ideal for me at like the midpoint of it. The smell and the dryness and the everything. Nah. I just never shaving my legs again, man. Ever. Just not. There are certain types of sweatpants I really hate. I hate those like crinkly sweatpants. 90s ones. I hate ones that have like rubbers at the bottom. Plastics. Fuck those. And again, the ones I'm wearing right now have elastics, but they're not like the thin elastics. Kind of get tangled in your shoes. They're like the good wide elastics that are still about as wide as the pant leg. Looks like it's not there. Nailed it. gonna be... I don't know. No, I broke it! How did I not see this smoke? What a pretty boy. Boy. Okay. Yeah, keep the mic going. I don't know why I keep breaking the things. Yeah. Getting that good furniture now. Gotta dig your furniture up. Yeah, some gold. Good enough. I managed to do it! Damn it. The next one I... Stormhaven. Archaeology. 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 Hey, Mike. Exactly. I'm gonna do this dig site and I'm gonna end it as well. 3.5 hours feels like a really good midpoint for a stream. I'll see if I can do a weekend one. A weekend stream could be pretty. I like doing random streams, like... Yeah, of course you can say that. What I really like doing, I'm really happy I set those 2 days aside for streaming. Incredibly happy about that. Because those are like the 2 days I have to get my ass in gear. Hell yeah. Only if you've got the money though. I wouldn't want to take money you don't have. What else did I want? I wanted to say something about... Yeah, I'm happy I set the 2 days aside. And then leave the rest open to myself. Eventually it might change. The days might change. No. Love that for you. Financially stable is the best thing you can do. Right, that's the dig site done. I'm gonna sit by this giant lake. Meant to be the sea. Oh, this country is a peninsula. It's meant to be a sea. But the water texturing is not quite there. That's the dig site done. Got a bunch of furniture. I managed to grind out the ring I've been needing to do solo content. Most importantly, I've had a good time. Got really riled up for a moment there about men's rights. That. But for now, I will bid you all farewell. Thank you so much for coming, and I'll see you next time. maybe a weekend stream if I feel like it. Or not. Either way, definitely see you Tuesday. Or Tuesday. Doodles! Ah.